because he gonna be on the
Look, who shot you? Wasn't me, bitch. I'm all about the moolah. I'm from HB, which means I know a lot of shooters. Hallelujah. Made a church say amen. Never been a killer, but I'm very legal with the pen. Used to be your hooper, so I served niggas like a diner. They call me Baby Jordan. That's when I was just a Harold Miner. I know that's over your head. Shorty, you suck a mean dick.
Save him later.
You got the stick around. You know how I get down. I canceled that bitch and bought another one. Amino Brown. Yeah, except I'm just a lot smarter. When I say I'm building, I ain't talking about the Carter. Good vibes, fuck niggas on my Q-tip. Fuck them, I just sip while I'm building with my tribe.
Why did the first one where everybody can see me? Y'all can't see the Greek chick in the whole group. I got it.
Let me stop, man.
Hey, man.
When we coming back, the man ain't listening to this. You want this food? You want
He
this
got J. Kobe. Nah, because he said he got something for the show.
I come in with you on this.
But no, I want to hear you on the J. Kobe because I heard J. Kobe. I heard this before.
Okay. I know anything, man. I'm fucking best.
I'm gonna cut this short.
Alright.
Hey, YouTube. All of our fans on YouTube. How you doing?
Hey, Kimbo, you like that Harold Miner body, ain't you?
Yeah, I like that.
Let's go already.
Y'all ready?
Fucking around with love. I'm drunk already. That's a bad sign.
Wait, what? Drunk already? No.
Yo, welcome to Let's Talk About It. It's your boy, the Black Killer, Sephiroth LeVar Hamlin on this beautiful Friday, June 28th. Man, how y'all feeling today?
Man, I'm feeling
Man, we got chicken wings on deck, JMO on deck, spaghetti on deck, wine on deck, man. You see the ladies speak their cases already. Man, I'm going around the table. Hey, I'm going around the table. To my left, we got Mr. Wildcat, Mr. Northwestern, Delano.
Looking quite
legend,
studious.
Looking very debonair today. We got your Tim Young, aka Lack, coming in here.
Yeah, man, it's good to be back. I'm happy to be back in the building. We got another classic show for y'all. So, man, tighten your seatbelt and all your shit.
Get ready. It's going down.
All right, and to his left,
making her return.
Making her return after
we missed her last week.
This girl's
the
so
lady
fine.
with 1,000 blades in her braids. Man,
smile is killer.
Blades in my braids.
Yeah, man.
Blades in your braids.
You shake your head, man. Everybody gonna be out here bloody, man. But anyway, we got Antoinette in the building.
She's
man.
back, baby.
She's back. She's back. Across the table from her, we got the man. We got Mr. Post Office, Mr. Post Office man right now, the mail carrier.
Fucking up all y'all, man.
Man,
you may know
Grammy Award winner.
You may know him from In the Booth with Ooch, Eric Ooch Skiller.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, for sure.
And to my left, who we got?
And sandwiched in between us.
Whoa, this girl's so fine.
She really got a rare hair because she got a cap on.
She even got her hair down today, and I'm kind of disappointed, but it's all good.
It's okay, I can take it off.
But we,
Okay.
We ain't got the WD-40 on deck right now, but we got Miss Love Grady in the building, CEO of the Love Grady movement.
Love Grady.
So how you guys feeling today?
It's been a great
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah.
I've been so busy.
Tab's finest.
Right, you slept on that one.
Well, y'all say I'm fine.
You know, we gonna do a THS show one day, and we gonna have that as the top 5 finalists coming out of town one day soon. But right now,
we know who get number one.
Coming from Las Vegas.
Tonight.
Can we share number one?
Oh yeah, they gonna
Because the rest of y'all
co-MVPs. Oh my, stop.
Competition. Oh well.
Stop it.
Ain't no competition.
We're not doing this.
We got my girl TC in the
building. In the building, baby.
Woo! What we do on the show is keep it real.
Absolutely.
Welcome.
And you know you guys can catch us live. You guys can catch us live on the Spreaker app. I hate to say, I've been telling people under Let's Talk About It, but it's actually under LeVar Hamlin. And Let's Talk About It page. I'm trying to work on getting that corrected.
And YouTube Live is under LeVar Hamlin.
We got YouTube Live up under LeVar Hamlin, but we're working on those to get those corrected. You can also catch the show under Let's Talk About It under the Anchor app, with all of us in the building. So as always, I always thank these people for coming in. And so we want to know, hey, how's you guys' week been? Because we ain't seen each other since last Thursday.
No, man.
It's been a lot
I've been
going
missing
on.
y'all, man. Like,
Yeah, man.
it's been a long week, and it's just good. First of all, shout out to Ty for being in town and coming to join us today on the show.
Definitely.
Yes.
This is awesome.
Definitely.
The weather's been great, and we get to spend time with each other. Like, we're gonna get into a lot of debates, but I mean, this is really a family for us. And if you guys aren't doing nothing today, if you're in the Chicago area, we will be at Bracket Room right after the show, so we're going to shake the
Come on
Bracket
out,
Room.
party with us, man.
Yeah, so if you're not doing anything on a Friday and you're looking for someone to go meet the Let's Talk About It crew, we're going to be at the Bracket Room, man.
First
So,
round on fire.
That's right, because I might not be there. But anyway, answer that. Hey, how you been? I want to know, baby. Glad
Right, you been gone.
You was out last week from the
I'm
illness.
doing fine.
All right.
Thank you for
Much better.
asking.
Miss
Oh
Love?
yeah, much better.
This week has been good.
Uh-huh.
Well, the baby was sick, but she's okay.
Okay.
It's cool.
All right.
One of the homeless people I feed passed.
Oh,
Rest
wow.
Wow. Sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And today's my BFF birthday. Happy
Happy birthday, BFF.
Toya Davis.
Toya
She's in
Davis.
the group. Yeah, she's
Okay.
in the group. RN. She's out with her new boo.
Oh,
Right there.
Boo.
Nothing wrong with a new boo. Now you
Why
got
you
baby
got me so
girl.
negative? She got love on her mind.
That's
Anyway,
good. Okay.
you want to know what I feel about love?
That's a beautiful
That's
thing.
what y'all think. No, just fun.
Flatline.
How does it feel to
She
be?
with his representative right
Anyway, I'm
now.
just
playing.
that's why your ass comes to an empty bed. Cause
Yo,
Let me tell you.
Hold on.
son. Yo, stop playing.
Hey,
Yo,
hold on,
stop
Right,
playing.
hold on.
that room.
The bed may be empty, but these 5 fingers get the work done. So,
That nigga arms ain't big for nothing.
not
That's where you got all them calluses at?
yeah, pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
My week was
and-
incredible.
You see the shirt. You see the
and his
shirt.
fake ass sister.
Yo,
Stop
that
it.
sister.
Okay, we're not doing this.
Yes.
Stop.
Yes. Because for
This
one,
girl here is the pettiest of all.
Shout out to
hey, hold on.
Brooklyn.
For one, my sister.
Shut up.
First of all,
Shout out to Amazon.
no, hold on. First of all, my sister.
You know what?
I'm gonna go.
Hold on, my sister was pregnant. She had a miscarriage.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Before you crack jokes, that was the one.
Sorry to hear that,
Sorry.
bro.
Yeah. All right. So.
Well,
as you
anyway,
know,
my week was incredible.
Ooh.
I was in the studio yesterday.
My man.
Did a video which
You a
is gonna
superstar,
drop
bro.
Wednesday on my son's birthday.
Man.
Let me see what else. And we got Tate in the building, man.
Oh yeah, man.
Everything
Love.
is lovely.
Las Vegas.
Let's
In
go.
the building.
Let's get it.
all right. So we can open up.
Ding, ding, ding.
Thank you.
Oh, like
But
It
anyway,
was. I forgot.
R.I.P.
we finna.
Because she just killed that motherfucker.
I swear.
It's
Man.
dead.
It was really
R.I.P.
good.
Man, I'm over here.
Look, it
sad.
ain't nothing left, literally.
I swear.
Yeah.
It was
Good job,
good.
Bob.
Damn, R.I.P. to
She
you too.
damn,
Shit.
she sucked the bristles off the
Oh my
motherfucker.
life, I didn't even notice that. It's all bone, ain't no meat.
Well,
No, bristles, but you know, you can't chew bristles.
That's what I'm saying. Where the gristle? Like, where the gristle go?
Bro,
And
she
the
sucked
thing is,
that, bro.
the thing is, she ain't choking at all.
Oh,
At
our
all.
throat is amazing.
No gag reflexes in the house, man. God
Lord.
damn.
Hey, remember that show she said she had a couple of stalkers? I see
I
why.
see why.
Oh, man.
Let's take a commercial break and then, we go to the front.
It's other people watching the damn show.
Hey, man, damn.
All right, hold on. We gotta jump to the
Usually you
first
got a
topic.
gristle like, hey, nothing.
Man, shit.
That little crazy,
$30 Cadillac.
Oh,
Oh man.
I
Hey, hold on.
I
We
should've
get
started
up, we
getting
get up base in there. Hey,
Right, you're right, I'm sorry.
hey, we
Let's
gotta go. We gotta go with topic double what, man? All right. Had a lot of sisters come in certain points over years since social media came out. They go, they get with fuck boys, man. There ain't nothing wrong with getting a fuck boy
They
if
love
you
them.
on
They love
if you on fuck girl shit.
Talk about
You know what I'm saying? But then it's like when they're ready to settle down, it's like I take that. I'm gonna translate this to a different way. You do realize it's more acceptable for a woman to say, "Look, I don't want to be in a relationship right now. I'm working on me," and we applaud that.
Right.
But if a man says the same thing, we on bullshit.
On bullshit.
We fuck boys.
Goofy mind.
You know what I'm saying? We commend the woman for doing this, and it's like when she's ready to settle down, and the man is not ready. We get all these
Women not used to
labels,
hearing the word
and we get questions like this, like, what's the difference between a representative and a real man?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? This is a topic that the ladies ganged up on us, and you know what? Love said we went kind of hard on the ladies last couple weeks. I said, all right, we got to give y'all a bone, literally. But
This bone has a smile.
Oh.
You know what?
but you know what?
Oh shit.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Who's first?
Ty, this guy again.
Oh yeah, you said Duke has to
Yes,
go
sir.
first, so
Let's
Ty,
go first.
speak loud into the mic.
Bust that cherry.
Literally.
Yeah, we gotta pop up.
Good question is, the difference between a rep and.
The difference between a representative and a real man. And
There's a big difference.
okay.
And I think,
That's what I was- Get the mic closer to her so she can hear her voice.
well, I,
Wait.
Don't
Just talk.
touch
touch
it.
it.
Just talk.
I'm about to get jealous.
I think the big difference is that,
Keep talking.
people tend to want to come off as someone that they're not because they do not understand or they either don't know what that person really wants. Everybody wants to seem better all the time, better than who they are, have more money than what they have, or doing something bigger than what they really are doing, and they feel in return if they do that, possibly they can get somewhere, or it can get them something, whatever the something may be. It doesn't
Right.
necessarily have to be something sexual, but just a game in itself. And I do think men tend to do that. Well, let me say it's from what I've seen from my personal experiences. Men tend to do that more because some, not all, well, I would say most,
Okay.
feel like at the beginning it's always an ulterior motive.
But it's an ulterior motive on both sides.
It could be, but you said a man,
Right.
representative man,
True,
so I'm
okay.
going to speak to that.
She an old man, so you
Let her
already know
finish.
she gonna.
That's right.
I like the
Have the
customs
floor.
on this show.
Let her have the floor.
Right, so, I mean, I think that's what it is. I think 9 times out of 10, well, you know what, I'll say all of that could be avoided if men stop approaching someone that they feel is out of their league.
Okay.
Give it to me.
I'm
Give it to
just-
me. There we go.
No, it's not the same with that. No, and I'll give you a prime
All
example
right.
of what I'm talking about.
That was
So
my
let's just
turn.
say you have a woman who's better off in life. I'm not saying rich. I'm not even talking about that. Like driving this car, this car.
just do it
She's
well.
just, she's overall
Doing well.
well-rounded.
Right.
Well-rounded, doing well. Whether she's single, someone is helping her support, whatever it is, she's well-rounded. And now you have a gentleman. Let's say he's not working. It doesn't matter why, but he's not.
We call those fuck boys.
Okay, well, you have now a fuckboy trying to approach her.
It's a lot of them on the
It's
way.
a
Why would you try to, why? Like, that's out of your league. One, you probably can't even sit up and hold a full-blown conversation with her.
Wow.
For one, because you guys are at 2 different levels, so.
Right.
Okay.
That's my opinion. I think you need to mesh with what you know until you get there.
Well, a lot of times
Damn.
sex plays a role.
Aiming high.
And it has been said.
I think a lot of times sex plays a role in that. Like just just to rebuttal what she's saying. A lot of times, a lot of reason why women choose, especially like women that's really successful, really doing well. The reason why they choose like guys that maybe not on a level. Sexually they really good. They give them the companionship. They give them the attention that they looking for. And maybe the guys that's on their level either taken. Last week we talked about it, fellas. They're not interested in dating like those successful women because they're interested in other cultures.
True.
And then lastly, maybe if they are with those type of guys that's on a level, they might don't satisfy and pleasure them the way that they need to be. So the guys that, got all this personality and swag and he can do this, do that, you say, well, you know what? I could fix him, I could work with him. And now you putting yourself in a position of making yourself think you got a man or that you can make a man something that he really not. And he's gonna be who he's gonna be. So a lot of times the reason why a lot of women, successful women, get caught up in situations with dudes that's not on their level is because the dudes is on their level either aren't accessible to them or they don't satisfy them or please them the way that they looking to be pleased and satisfied.
But who's still doing that nowadays? Like,
Oh.
Antoinette.
A lot of desperate women.
Okay,
Amazon.
the difference is, well, let me get to say this. Let me get to say this.
Oh, I got something to say right now.
Hold
but-
on. Let me get to say this. This day and age is like cat and mouse.
Okay.
And a lot of men are playing cat and mouse well into their 60s. There are men out here that know damn well there are certain women that they possibly, if they were their real selves, couldn't get to. So how do they do that? They tell you everything you want to hear. They look, smell good, the whole 9 yards beginning, because they need to be able to get your attention. The right conversation.
Right.
They're not new to this shit. This is old shit. That's why these old niggas are still doing this shit.
Well, Antoinette,
I gotta go. Dead ass hush.
She going hard. Let her get.
Now, with that being said, since a lot of these old, drawn out, dried up ass niggas know they can't get a female that happens to be like me, love, or TT, they're gonna go through the extreme. Not only are they gonna go through the extreme, they're gonna go through the game of all games, that shit they used to play back in the 80s. And once they get you and realize, guess what? That you are better than him, they realize that he doesn't deserve you. He's angry and jealous of you, so therefore he's gonna keep that representative. He's gonna keep the representative for one and one reason only, to suck the energy right the fuck out of you. Why? Because he's mad because he doesn't own it. And when you're not the type of person he can control, he's gonna do more. He's gonna do more to break you down to a point where so you go down to his fucking level. There are a lot of men out here that are jealous of successful women.
boom,
There are a lot of men out here that are jealous of beautiful women.
boom.
There are a lot of men out here that are jealous of women that have done it on their own for so many years, and these niggas been living with their mama since they was 12.
In the basement, on the west side.
In the basement. And the niggas don't leave until like 54 years old.
Where these niggas at?
Not only that, can I
But you
piggyback
have a
off
lot of them. And this is gonna go to, at the end of the show, there's a little storyline that I have for this. But
Now you're at the
you've
middle.
got to understand
They
that
like them better.
this life, when you look at a man, here's what you gotta understand about a man. If the man is taking you out, understand that chivalry should not be dead with that man. I'm not talking about opening doors. I'm not talking about none of that shit. I'm talking about, does that man invest in you? Does he invest in you? What I mean by invest in you, you could go out on dates. At the end of 2 weeks dates, you guys have gone out, you've driven your car, he's driven his. At the end of that, why does he drop you a card and with about $50, $60 in it and say, hey, you know what, you did all this driving, let me go ahead and help you, I'm willing to invest in you.
Change your
Something
oil.
small. Change your oil.
Yeah.
Put gas in your car. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You gotta look and see if a man is willing to invest in you. Because here's what a man wants. He wants a woman to cook, to clean, to fuck him when he wants to be fucked, suck his dick the way he wants it to be sucked. Guess what? Why can't we benefit the way that we need to have, need to be benefited from? Why can't we be treated the way we deserve to be treated? We give you every fucking thing, why can't we get it also? It's not a 50-50, it's not a 80-20, it's none of that.
Multiple days.
I don't know how many years we got online right
We
now.
have to understand.
Not only that,
Ooch,
Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn, Ooch.
Okay.
Wait, she wants to answer for mine.
I just want to add to her. Not only that, they take from other women and they take from their kids' mouth to fulfill other
What
women's
kind of
needs.
niggas is?
Ooch.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you.
It's my turn.
Ooh, go crazy.
Okay.
I'm adding to yours.
Okay.
Yes.
That was good.
Go ahead.
I will admit,
Go ahead, Ooch.
you and
That
Taisha
was
both have some really good points. And I was kind of on y'all side for a nice little amount of time.
Clapping for him, right?
And then you kind of
He's got a
shifted.
butt in here. He's got a butt in here.
Yeah, you kind of shifted. You kind of shifted.
However,
You didn't like the invest
You
part.
kind of shifted. You was like, a woman has to fuck you and do all this shit, right? Ain't that what she's supposed to do though?
No,
She's not supposed
she's
to.
not
If we're in a
supposed to do
relationship,
that.
right?
No,
Not
no.
supposed to.
If she, okay, fine. If you feel as though she's supposed to fuck you,
Because if
suck
she
you,
ain't
everything
gonna do
else,
it,
guess
it's
what?
1,000 thoughts
Guess
out
what?
here.
Guess what?
that is
She
gonna
is a
take
woman.
no man's
She
attention.
is a woman with children. She's a woman that's on her own. Guess what? That man is a
He got
provider.
kids too.
Guess
That's
what?
why y'all
That
wanna
man
lose it,
is
man.
a provider. Show me your work. Show me you are a provider. Show me I can trust in you. Show me I can
But
trust
that
in
man
your
is a
life.
provider,
I
a
agree with you.
dad,
I
a worker,
agree
and
with you.
everything.
Show me
I
that.
agree
Guess
with
what?
you.
Show me. Guess what? It's safe to do all those things a woman is supposed to do for you.
I agree
Show
with
me
you.
it's
I agree
okay
with
and
you.
show me consistent.
But guess what? On the flip side,
She just promoted.
it's a lot of niggas out here getting played by a lot of manipulative ass women You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
Who think that they
That is
actually niggas
That's true.
That is
and
very
they,
true.
That is
you know,
true.
got a certain amount of fucking arrogance, think that they can, you know,
I can do what you
You
can
do,
on
yeah.
my life.
Or better.
So that goes both ways.
Right.
It ain't just a guy. And I feel y'all both killed it, and I
So
agree
you
with
gonna give
y'all.
a clap to him, but you ain't gonna give a clap to us. You know what? I'm so sick of your
It's okay.
hypocritical
No,
ass.
because
I'm so sick of your hypocritical ass.
look, y'all both threw left hooks, and I countered with a fucking right. That's all.
That was an uppercut.
Crawford,
Yeah.
That was not an
That was
uppercut. That was not an uppercut.
Let's go.
It was a
Listen,
simple
Crawford.
man's defense mechanism when they know they're wrong.
Love.
Oh my God.
Well, first you said old niggas ain't nobody up over here old, and we all.
I said from the age of 13 to 12 all the way up to the damn near 60.
Cause I don't know why a dude would be jealous of his girl
Me,
when you
I
and his
would
girl
never
is on the
They
same team.
are. They
We on the
are.
same
If your
team.
woman shining, you shine.
You
Vice
shine.
versa.
We're called soul
If me and
suckers.
Ooch is on the same team and we trying to win the championship and Ooch got 30 and I got 5,
I'm
why
telling
am I
you.
mad at Ooch?
I'm telling you,
It's
there
a
are
lot of
people.
women. It's a lot of women.
Look, man.
No, for real.
I don't mind my woman being extremely successful.
You don't
I
mind
get to
that.
be in the house with you.
I don't mind her even.
Hey, let's let love
Come on,
talk.
come on, love. Right.
But
I'm about to
it's
take
a-
this to
wait, but it's a
No,
lot
but
of
you right
men.
though.
But it's a lot of men out here who has pride and don't want their girls to make more than them.
Why?
Man, that's so
But
1990ish.
it's a lot of men out
So
here
I
like that.
Twins.
It exists.
It does.
Bullshit.
No.
Okay.
I used to think like that when I was like 15.
But you used to think like that.
I did, but I was dumb
But
and
we're not
young.
talking about you. We're talking about the spectrum of men.
Yes.
Men who has pride issues.
Yes.
Who are what's the word?
Egotistical.
Thank you.
Fuck niggas, like I said.
You know, but
That's a good
we're
term.
talking about men. We're not saying Ooch. We're not saying Var.
No, we
We're
men,
saying-
but
about the
we
men
talking
that are
about.
like
I get it,
men.
I get it. She's right.
Not only that, there are men out here that will take from another woman and put in another household
Yes.
just to impress.
Nah, that's
Yes,
some sucker
yes,
shit.
there are, yes.
Yes,
hell
there
no.
are.
There are.
men
So
like
where's
that.
y'all
But hey,
intuition at, man?
actually at the
Like,
same
where's y'all
time,
intuition
We're not
at?
talking about us. We're talking about men who
But
does
how
that.
do y'all not recognize that when it's coming?
Right.
Some
You want
women
the
are
truth?
broken. Some women are weak. Some women are just happy to be in a relationship or
Some women just
happy.
want to be, want that company because they don't want to be
Exactly.
alone.
They don't want to be alone. But at the end of the day, there are men who are mental abusers,
Yes.
physically abusers, emotional abusers, because they can do it because the men are supposed to be dominant.
It's called
So they're-
narcissistic.
Thank you.
There it
I'm
is.
dumping the first girl
Alright,
that I see that's trying to be controlling.
I gotta
If
say
I
something.
get a girl
I
and,
gotta-
and she starts acting crazy,
women
I'll
are
give you
extreme
1 day
dictators,
and it's
bro.
over.
I gotta say,
We ain't waiting
I
for
gotta
5
say-
weeks.
But
It's
there
my
are
turn, it's my
women that
turn.
are emotionally broken.
Yes.
Whether it's from their father
Let Bob
not
get it
being
up. Let Bob
present or their mom not being present, they're trying to fill a fucking void and therefore they're conflicted.
Man, I'm not
I'm
lying.
glad I didn't have that problem.
Like
hold
shit.
on.
Let her finish.
Are you finished or you got some more?
Go ahead.
Can I get in on this?
Come on, Bob.
Alright.
Take it home, baby.
Remember when we talked about last week,
Who's that?
We got a caller?
Nehemiah. Remember we talked about
He at the
last
door.
week? Yeah, he at the door. Remember we talked about last week about top 5 reasons why men, when they come
Come on,
out,
what? That nigga sounded like Q Slut. I'm sorry.
I was like, oh, he
You know-
was
you know-
right.
you know,
I was like, damn.
Should Tim
Amazon-
Sweat?
Look, Amazon done called it. Look, I was like, Amazon done called his ass back.
You sure that's the Tim shit?
hey, you know how we talked about last week the top 5?
My bad, Bob. My bad.
When we said,
Bro, you need to be a radio talk show host.
yeah, you do. You know we talked about last week when we said when men get on, they go searching outside their race.
It's something wrong.
It really is.
He gonna make her.
I do remember that, LeBron.
I'm sorry.
Well, I was gonna go with that.
Come on.
Well, I was gonna go with that. And number 4, hold on. And number 4, I said women don't appreciate a good man when they have him. So you can't use the term because the woman is broken, because when you get a good man, you look for all the flaws in them.
Oh my
And then
mama!
when you get the fuck boys,
Tell me he in line.
you look for the very best in him because of whatever.
Oh my
He
life.
cannot want to do something for himself, but he can have swag that you're looking for where you look good and
I need
you
a
fall for it every fucking week. That's what the $40 rule comes into play for.
Wait a minute, but that goes on both women and men, because
Yeah.
there are men that are broken,
Okay.
and when you get a good woman out of it, see, and Tony, you fumble,
Okay.
you cheat,
Okay.
you will have it all. You will have the wife, the kids, the black fence, the cars, the vacation. You will have a good woman and still fucking cheat,
Hold on.
car.
Let me say this. How do
It
you?
is people.
Or you using
Men
her for
and
whatever you
women.
need out of her, and once you get it, you
So,
take her over.
Exactly.
So hold up. Here's the thing.
It's men
What's the
and
first domino that
A lot
falls?
of those out there.
That is the ultimate question, right? What is the first domino that falls? Does a woman break a man's heart first and be deceitful, or is it vice versa?
It's vice versa.
I tell you this, it's
depends
a
on-
lot worse when a woman break a man's heart.
It is.
Oh,
It is.
It
I
is.
admit that. And I'm
We-
sorry,
we
fellas,
will
for
admit
admitting this.
Nah, that's
Men
true.
go crazy.
But that's
When they
the thing.
Because we
That's-
not
that's-
emotional.
that's-
No, hey, oops, oops.
But
I
that's
said, what's the,
You
what's
women
the,
got a power that y'all ain't realize.
no, hold
She
on.
realize.
What's the number one? What's
I
the
don't
number
think
one?
y'all
What's the
realize
number
y'all
one
got that
domino
power.
that falls in this whole thing? It's not about being right.